All right. Okay. So, hello, 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 hello. It's your girl, Dr. Khadija Chapman, Coach Nisa in the house. Today I am going live. I'm talking about breaking the seven-figure barrier, how to live your best life, doing what it is that you absolutely love, and getting paid. I mean, seriously, like who knew? So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Dr. Khadija X Chapman, Coach Millionista, your radical wealth building strategist, and I have a presentation. And guess what, guys? Okay, hold on. I'm trying to get some people to the link who can't get in. All right, all right, all right. So hopefully you can get in that way, Kim. Let me see. Yeah, I'm having all kind of technical difficulties here. So I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to talk about my presentation today. I don't have my slide deck. I can't connect it with my Zoom link, yada, yada. And hi, Shana. I'll be messing. My friend, let me see. I get you and her. But hey, lady, thanks for being here. I want to just take a moment to ask a couple questions and see who I have in the audience. I wonder if I could get my. Nah, I can't get it to. Let me see. Hmm. It would be so cool if I could get you guys to see my. I had to get with Zoom technical team tomorrow because it wasn't feeling it today. But anyway, I don't know what's going on with Shayna. If you want to jump on, I'm gonna send you. If I can see anyone, if you, I could give you the other. I'm just so excited, guys. I'm gonna tell y'all this. I'm very excited because what I have to share, um, it will absolutely engineer more Black millionaires. I work with people. My target audience is mostly people who look like me. So this isn't a color thing. It just truly is about us taking, helping each other to like level up, right? So um, at the end of the day, I like to start with let me see. I like to start with just telling what you'll discover, in this masterclass working with me. And like I said earlier, and my Instagram keep going on and off. So I don't know, guys. That sucks. I've never had that happen. Give me a second. Let me try to. I'm trying to think if I could. I've never had that happen. I don't know what to do. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Give me a second. Cause my Instagram fam, they be like, what's up? It is. Anyway, I'm gonna have to keep going. Um, hmm. I'm trying to see if I can put the chat. I am Coach Millionista on Facebook. So if you go to Facebook, I'm Dr. Khadija X Chapman. Facebook, you'll be able to see me there as well. I'm trying to think, how else can I get you guys? Shana, I sent you the link to StreamYard. Is it possible you could put that in the text on? Let me see if Dream can do it. If you could put that on my, if you could put that inside, because this is some real powerful stuff, y'all. Some real powerful stuff I really want to share with you, and I got so many juicy bonuses for you guys. Let me go to my Insta. I'm speaking to my assistant. Give me a second. Then you go to my Instagram and add the stream yard link to my live feed. Is tripping. And then I need to go. Give me a second, y'all. I mean, it just is what it is. And when you're making millionaires and you're doing something as powerful as what I'm doing, I already knew we might have a little something, something. But it's okay because I'm so excited. Can't nobody can't nothing and nobody steal my what's my word? My excitement isn't the word, but I'm so excited to bring this to you. My team and I, we've been working really hard, and we're gonna actually do this again tomorrow. We're gonna have it popping, but today I'm gonna just kind of give an overview, and we're gonna let that be that. Trying to call my daughter now because I want to know. See, I've never done this before, and I'm sending out. You guys, just give me a second. Just give me a second. It'll be worth the wait. Instagram, I can't help you. I don't. I'm trying to see if my daughter could put the link. 1 second, y'all. This is what happens. This is what happens when you're in a when you're breaking. I don't know, breaking barriers because that's what we're doing. You know, it's gonna be some stuff happening, right? But just stay tuned. Just stay tuned. We're gonna put this in the docu series, "The Making of a Multimillionaire," the making of a digital multimillionaire. Hey, Daily, I just sent you the link for my broadcast on Yardstream. First of all, can you hit it and see if it puts you in in my broadcast room, which I think it does. And two, if it does, can you go and take that link and put it on my Instagram feed? You know, people, huh? If I go, I'm sorry. Yeah, where I'm live at, where you can leave a comment. If you're watching someone's live, you can leave a comment. So put the link that I just sent you in the comment. You've never, you a millennial. You supposed to know that stuff. Anyway, it's, oh, they can't. Oh, Oh, she said that you wouldn't be able to click it. You sure? Oh, all right, guys. I try. I don't know. My Instagram is just it keep popping on and off. Um, Poor connection. You know, it keep just, yeah. It's never done that before ever. Hmm. Huh? You can see me. It's not going like blank. It's not blinking off and on. Okay, well then I'm gonna just go for it. All right, cool. All right, bye bye. Thank you. Huh? Yeah. But on my end, it keeps looking like it's going off and on, off and on. So maybe it's not. Okay, bye. All right, bye bye. All right, guys. So my daughter says it's not blinking off and on. I don't know. You guys put in the chat. Can you see me okay? Is it? Hey, guys. Thank you so much for being here. We're talking about breaking the seven-figure barrier and all the things that you have to do to break the seven-figure barrier. And I want to tell you that one of the things that I always love to say, this is my quote. You know, when winning is non-negotiable, connect the dots with me, Coach Millionista. In this presentation, I'm actually going to share with you how I was able to engineer, create $1.4 million inside of the pandemic, helping other people to achieve 5 and 6 figure months. And I'm so excited to be able to share what I was able to do with you. And we've even escalated, you know, what we were doing um, to just leaps and bounds because, you know, being the person that I am, and I said this a little bit earlier, so forgive me if I'm being a little redundant. I am authentically um, all about the money game. For those of you who don't know me, let me start there because in my presentation I forgot to put that slide. I am Dr. Khadija X. Chapman. I'm Coach Millionista. I'm a radical wealth building strategist. I'm going to break down what the word radical means for me. And I am the girl that will help put the big in your business, the bold in your branding, the amazing in your marketing. Like seriously, you know, so that you can get millions going through your bank account. And give me 1 second. I got to write some down. Just give me 1 second. Okay. Sorry about that. So, yeah, so basically I believe you should have next. How about that? I believe that if I can help other people do 5 and 6 figure months, and hey, one day we'll be able to say 7 figures, right? I absolutely believe that you should have sex. And what's so cool about what it is that I do? Well, wait. Full disclaimer. Full disclaimer. I'm not saying your success will be the success that I have had. However, this is a course about becoming a digital millionaire. All right. And I do teach the money game, as I was saying. So consider that a hell of a bonus for you. And so, to be clear, I'm all about you exploiting your radical factor so that you can become radicalized, so that you can create your radical rise. So, and if you don't know, a radical rise is when you engineer $1 million or less inside of a year. So you think you should have next? So to break down the word radical, radical stands for results achieved daily, intentionally creates amazing living. And I like to ask the question, who doesn't want amazing living, right? So facts. Your work ethic has to be stellar. You have to be willing to go above and beyond to get what it is that you want, right? So I don't listen. No excuses, no apologies, no exceptions. You must do the work required. Listen, no one achieves the level of success I'm speaking of by being half-ass present. So, and the great thing is, it's a one and done kind of thing. So you work real hard, and then you just sit back, reap the benefits, and get paid over and over and over again. Who wants to sign up for that? Let me know if you want to sign up for that. I need you to say, yes, I want radical. Yes, I want to add radical. Absolutely. So I'm the coach that can and I will tag you into the game of winning. However, when I give you the play, you got to execute. You have to execute. The key is being accountable to your word and intentional to your goal of winning. And that's what I'm here to help you with. I'm here to help you with. It makes a huge difference when you have someone in your corner. So, getting started, guys, getting started. A large part of winning starts with mastering the laws of success. See, you don't know what you don't know. Most of us don't even know. I don't know, what class did you take that taught you how to master the laws of success? Does anybody know what the laws of success are? All right, well, check this out. The laws of success starts with mastering you, and I'm gonna talk about that as I get a little bit more into this, right? So until you master the laws of the universe, the laws of success, most things in your life will remain the same. Most of us, we've elevated to the degree that we're at. And they say that most people, when you get to be around the age like 35, 40-ish, is done. You're pretty much who you're gonna be. Unless something life changing happens, or just something like, yeah, something life changing, or like near death experiences and things like that. People sometimes can go, whoa, wait a minute, what's going on? So I don't know how old you are, but this is for anybody. Anybody can do this. There's no age limitations, and actually, you have young people doing it, and as young as, well, hell, you got 8, 9 year olds. They may not be doing exactly what I'm doing, but they figured out how to live their best life doing what they love, and that's the foundation of what I'm teaching here. So let me tell you what my superpower is. I kind of said this a little earlier, but I'm gonna say it again in a couple different ways. Outside of teaching the money game, and let me talk about the money game, because that's a superpower. There's a practical side of money, and then there's a spiritual side of money. And realistically, when you put those two together, you have what's called a divine alignment. And when this happens, it ignites your divine assignment. Because a lot of us, we're going through life, we're just trying to do whatever it is that we're trying to do. But when you really put those laws of success, the laws of the universe together, and it ignites your unique radical factor, then you literally, like, once your divine assignment ignites and then it's in divine alignment, money just magnetizes to you. So, I'm gonna talk a little bit more about that. Um, and literally, money will just come to you. So I want you to think about your car, right? We all know that when a car is out of alignment, a few things happen. It doesn't steer right. The drive doesn't feel right. You don't feel safe. Last but not least, it will cost you. So, um, and this is the same with what I'm talking about as far as your life, because when you're out of alignment, then your divine assignment doesn't really show up for you. So the sexy secret to and this is the sexy secret to unlimited scalable income. Oh, okay. I kind of said that, guys. Sorry. Like, okay. I am going through my little presentation a little bit. So it's kind of, it is what it is. So I'm going to tell you guys, for me personally, it was not until I began to activate this level of knowledge that has been hidden in plain sight. And I'm going to share that with you, right? It wasn't until I really activated this until this is when my money and my life became full and it became magical and exciting. Like, seriously, it became exciting. So I apologize if, yeah, it became exciting. So I'm gonna say this again. How would you like to add fun and exciting and sexy to your daily routine and actually get paid for it? I mean, literally on autopilot. I mean, you guys don't know how excited I am to share this with you because I'm not speaking of a theory. I mean, it could be a theory to some, or I'm not speaking of a maybe. This is something that absolutely is happening right now, all day, every day. And I don't have just one way to show you. This is like, this becomes a customized platform or dynamic for you based on you, what it is you love to do, what you can do, what you're smart enough to do, what you're creative enough to do. And that's, having me as your coach. Oh yeah, we're gonna have some fun. Because for me, guys, I'm at a place in my life where I need fun, I need community, I need people who are forward thinking. I need people around me to remind me of my greatness. And when you're in your community, man, let me tell you, when I'm having a bad day and I call the right person in my community, my day turns around just like that, because they remind me of the power that I am and the creative being that I am. And a lot of times we don't realize that when we're creating, we don't realize that every word that we speak, we're creating. And we do what I call future forecasting, because if you're speaking of something that is not of the result that you want, then you're magnetizing something that you don't want, because you're speaking of what you don't want. So I don't want to get too deep into that, but I just want to be real clear. We are creators. Most of us, we create from an unconscious level. And guess what? That's part of the secret, like really understanding how to create at the level that you aspire to create to. So and again, when you do this, guys, the magic happens. You become creative, all that good stuff that I just said. So coaching and strategy is critical. However, being held accountable to your word and what it is that you truly want to do, that's the dynamic that's missing for a lot of people. And when you have that dynamic, it actually cements you into a winning strategy, and it becomes more of an absolute. It really does, because this is one of the things that I had to get into my life. I joined a $10,000 mastermind. I have people who hold me accountable to my word. We meet, once a week, and I mean, it just changed. But prior to that, I was inside of another coaching program with my coach, which was over $20,000, and oh my God, the systems that I have access to and that I've created and that I am creating, and that it's just like, I can't even explain it. Like, I'm watching people around me just like, I don't have the testimonials in here now, but I will have some case studies and testimonials when I go live tomorrow. So hopefully, you can catch me tomorrow and you can actually see the presentation and all that good stuff. But the information is the information, and I love sharing this. And I'm so excited to help others to break the 7-figure barrier, because anybody who say they don't want to be a millionaire, they ain't been one. The game changes when you don't have to worry about paying your bills. Like you really get to be creative. And when you can help other people, like that's the most fulfilling thing. Like years ago, I had a wealth building platform years ago, and we used to meet every Saturday, and I remember I wasn't even a six-figure income earner then. I was just beginning to make like 1,500, anywhere from 1,500 to $3,000 a day. And you guys know 3K a day is $1 million a year, right? But I didn't do 3K a day for the whole year. So I'm gonna be real clear. But I definitely had some $3,000 days. I was definitely leveling up to be a six-figure income and to eventually become a seven-figure income. And I had someone around me who was gritting on me, and they were like, "Well, how are you having all of this wealth development stuff and personal wealth development, and basically, you're not there yet." They didn't know they didn't know what was happening with me. I mean, it's not like I was running around showing people my bank account, but it was so interesting that their concept was because I hadn't achieved that level of success, I shouldn't be teaching it. But this is the thing. My program was free. People came for free, and we, masterminded, and I provided the food, I provided the space. So it was like either you want to be a part of the mastermind or you don't. But I said all that to say it's so important who's in your community and who speaks life into you, because had that person made me feel some kind of way because I hadn't already achieved that level of success, then I probably wouldn't be sitting speaking to you today from the platform that I've created and with the successes that I've created, because I would have let somebody else's words, kind of make me feel some kind of way. So, having a coach and strategy and someone to hold you accountable is huge. And the reason I even brought that up is because in that space, even though I hadn't achieved everything I wanted to achieve financially, I was still able to help people retire with the information I was sharing. And back then, I probably have, oh my God, the information I have now is like 100-fold. And there were some people who, they were able to retire. Like they didn't need to make $1 million to retire. They just needed to make, a few 4,000 or 5,000 a month. We were able to help them to do that, maybe a little more than that a month. But anyway, they were able to walk away from their jobs. I'm not going to say they fully retired, but they were able to walk away from corporate America. But at the time, they were saying they were retiring because they're in corporate America. But I think a better word would be they were able to start the journey of what they really wanted in life, because they had money and they were able to create money based on, some of the things that we're teaching back then. And we're going to talk about it in a little bit. So let me ask you a few questions, okay? Do you want more out of life? Whatever it is that you have right now, do you want more out of life, but you're just not really sure how to create it? Are you sharp, goal-oriented, and intentional about wanting it all, but something is lacking? Are you tired of working for money? You see all this information about automated money and sales systems, and you have a talent, you have abilities, you have gifts. I call those tags. Yet your money ain't automated. That's a lot of us in the I'm gonna use the word Black community. Those of African descent. How would you like to go from needing the bank to being the bank? How would you like that? This is how you boss up for real, and I promise you, it's easier than I ain't gonna say easier than you think, but it's possible. I'm gonna say it's possible, and at some point it does become super easy, like to just get what you need, like to how to create it. One of the things we talk a lot about inside of my platform is creativity, so we're gonna just keep that there. So, how would you like to go from needing credit and understanding credit? You may have credit. You may have bad credit. How would you like to go from that scenario to literally making credit your big bish? Credit is one of them games that when you understand it, you can leverage it, and then you can leverage it to create a tsunami of money to do whatever it is that you need to do. So most of us, we haven't really, I should put a preface on this. Most of us, we haven't mastered ourselves, and we haven't put into play the play that can keep us paid. So that's what we're here to talk about today, because our mission, my mission, is to create a community of virtual millionaires where your money is working for you. I'm sharing information that is basic yet truly life changing. And it's time to teach how to become first generation millionaires and truly start to build legacy wealth. And I'm gonna tell you guys, I got on my presentation hashtag the internet has changed the game. Real talk. A lot of us, we get on, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and we may or may not, be in any of those modalities, LinkedIn, and we're there for a moment, but we're not really there. We're not really taking full advantage of the opportunity that presents itself when you put yourself in a position to create a sales system and you have something to sell, because we all have something to sell. And if you don't have something to sell, then I can help you create something to sell, or you can borrow somebody else's something to sell until you create your own. But I like to teach people how to create their own assets, to turn their intellectual property into assets. Mm, mm. Intellectual property into assets. And actually, this is one of my it's one of the things that I teach, but I actually don't have it in my presentation. So I want to make sure that I put that in there, because a lot of us, we give our intellectual property away. We allow others to use it, especially those of us who have high level positions inside of America. Like, people are getting paid off of your intellectual property, off of your knowledge. So we show you how to do the boomerang effect, right? So so I want you to do this. I want you, if you can, to take out paper and pencil real quick. I should actually do this in the beginning, or you could just, text it to yourself or somebody so you know what it is, and then you can go back and look at it later. But I want to ask you a question, and this is a very serious question. What is holding you back from being all in and breaking a seven-figure barrier? What is it? What is it? Is it you don't have enough time, you don't have enough knowledge, you don't have enough experience, you don't have the skill set, you don't have the mindset? Um, what is it? I want you to really think about that. I'm gonna give you a second to think about it. Give you a second to think about it. What's holding you back from being all in? So let me tell you, I am here to stand for you while sharing that you can absolutely have whatever number you wrote down. I didn't actually write a number down. I'm sorry. At some point I did. I skipped. I don't know what happened. That might be I lost a few of my slides, so that's a whole nother conversation. But I actually want you to write down what amount of money would you be very comfortable with. What amount of money a month would make you really, really comfortable. And then so write that number down. And just know, I just want you to know honestly that it is very, very, very possible. Extremely possible. And I love helping people meet and exceed those goals. That's what I love doing. So let me ask you another question. Do you crave magic and excitement in your life? Have your life become kind of mundane and ordinary, and you're just doing things on autopilot? Do you know that they say 90,000 thoughts go through your mind, like every second or something, or every few seconds, something crazy? And then they say 90% of those 90,000 thoughts are the same thoughts you had yesterday. So when a lot of the people come online as coaches and who have had success, and one of the first things they teach is mastering the mind, is so like a huge part of success. One of the first classes that I took years ago is with the business coach. She said, "Listen, you can do everything wrong. in my course. You can do everything wrong. You can set your PowerPoint up wrong. You could get it wrong. You can have wrong information, whatever. But if you get the mindset portion of my class correct, you'll be successful. And it gets a little deeper than that, because earlier when I was talking about universal laws, it's like we either repel what we want or we magnetize it. And a lot of us, we're repelling what we want because nobody taught us the game. So I'm here to share with you that I'm teaching the game. I'm going to give you the game. I'm going to give it to you. So I'm not going to be too much longer, guys. So we got about 20 more minutes and then we're out. Okay. Because I need to, I want to get to the good. Okay. I want you guys to know this. I know for me, life, it got pretty boring. I was pretty good at, making money, real estate jamming, stock trades good, that money jam was some of it. But either way it go, I'm still in the positive, no matter what was going on there. I was doing multiple things at the same time, and it was beginning to be a bit too much, like information overload, because I love what I do and I'm always doing stuff and I'm a busybody. So, but I wanted to do something that was more fulfilling. I had to find something I could do that would help me bring the magic back into my life, right? And then Quest. I found that building an online portal with a community of hungry prospects who wanted to take my radical challenge of achieving their radical rise. Y'all remember Radical Rise? I'm quiz y'all on this. $1 million within a year, okay? That was the way to absolutely express whatever it is that I was sharing, and it just ignited a fire in me. And I'm gonna just tell you, it's been a whirlwind of love and creativity and expectations and future forecasting and incredible people. Oh my God, the people! Oh my God! And I'm gonna tell you a really, really quick story before I get into the rest of my slide. When I was younger, I did multi-level marketing, network marketing, etc. And the products were amazing, the companies were amazing. I have nothing bad to say about that. But at some time, I started to realize that it was a game, because only a small percentage make the real money at the top. Yada yada. It's a different kind of pyramid, because that pyramid, you actually can get to the top if you have the right training, coaching, mindset, etc. Right? But one thing that I could tell you that I absolutely, positively love in the whole network marketing, multi-level marketing forum is the damn people. The people you meet are so freaking incredible. Like people like Negative Nancy's, they don't join network marketing. people they're so full of hope and promise and possibilities, right? And they keep that there. Like those companies they've mastered keeping the people like just all in until they realize maybe this is the way for me to make my millions. So there is a revolving door, a big one, but for the time that they're there, you meet incredible people. Okay, but anyway, so I'm gonna just tell you this about my system that I put together for y'all. All right. I tell you with a few of my coaches, mentors, and students. Your students, or I don't hate to call them students, but I don't know what else to call them. My mentees, I don't know. And we created breaking the 7-figure barrier system. All right, I'm getting to it real quick. It's the system of all systems, y'all. If anybody know me, I don't do nothing half-cocked, and I win at everything I do, and I'm amazing, and I'm creative, and all that good stuff. So this will be a win-win for you. I promise you. It's scalable, it's automated, and anyone can do it regardless of your level of knowledge or expertise. It don't matter if you graduated high school, if you're in college, you went to college, didn't go to college, dropped out as a junior or freshman, it don't matter, or even a senior. If you have a blemished record, if you have a felony, doesn't matter. It's interesting. We talk about a lot of people go to jail or probation or whatever, get probation, and then they've done their time, and then society still holds them hostage. And you certain loans you can't even get. Like even with the SBA, there's certain loans you can't get if you have a felony. Well, you can't work for nobody else. Now, if you have your own company, there's certain banks that won't give you a loan if you have a felony, and there's certain dynamics that it's kind of like, well, how do you get your do-over? How do you get to become a true a true unblemished person in the world, so you can live. Oh, excuse me. So you can live your best life. But anyway, so here you don't have to worry about that. It doesn't matter what type of work experience you have. If you don't have any, whatever, it doesn't matter if you're shy or introverted. Matter of fact, a lot of people are making a lot of money with this who are shy and introverted, because it's a place where you can. It's so many different ways you can approach this. So that's really cool. And if you've never been successful before, guess what? This could be your way in. This could be where you had your success story. So you don't have to be a great speaker. If you are, that's cool, but you don't have to be. I promise you. All you need is desire and someone to help you put the system together. So let me tell you a little bit about my story. You know, I actually created this at a very low point in my life because I had a lot of things going on, and I had disconnected from some people that I was very fond of, and some things were happening that made me feel like, well, maybe they're not that fond of me. So it was just kind of like I had to pivot because my life had been intertwined with this person, and we were partners and all other kind of stuff for a lot of years. And so I started going through some other coaching that was teaching the online portal game, yada yada. And if I go all the way back before this last 2 years, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Um, and I'm just reminiscing on how I was a struggling parent. I had to visit the welfare office a few times in my life. Okay, going from job to job in corporate America, trying to do what it do. After building the residual, I didn't tell you guys this a few times with some network marketing companies. I built a pretty nice residual income for it to just go because the companies went under. And this was like twice in 1 year. Like, it was crazy. Um, and then I was in some gifting circles, made hundreds of thousands of dollars. And, you know, all I can say is during this time, just everything I went through, it kind of brought me to where I'm now. And I think when you go through it, kind of builds your character. And if it doesn't break you, it makes you so much stronger. And I never understood that saying because I used to just feel like this really sucks, like I really want to get beyond this moment so that I can be elevated to something better and greater. So I kept, I kept moving forward. And that's what I realize now. Like, the only people who don't win are the people who quit. Ooh, I need you. I need y'all to. The only people who don't win are the people who quit. All right. So during my lowest times, I realized I had to get my radical back because I made my first million in a year, which is my radical rise in real estate. And that was like around 2008-ish, I think. I'm so horrible with dates. It was a long time ago. But I did it at a time when, right before the market crashed. So it may have been like 2006, 2007, because I think the market actually crashed in 2008. But it probably was all of the above because we were back and forth, yada, yada. But anyway, so working with me, I absolutely help you create your radical factor. If you don't know what it is, we will figure it out. And I always ask people, do you know what is your unique radical factor? My goal is to work with you to help you identify and ignite it so that as you grow, you glow and you create your radical rise. So, so before I get too deep, allow me to ask you a few more questions. And these questions are designed to get you to thinking. They're like pattern and interruptions, and I do this on purpose. So, are you a starter or a finisher? Most people have the best intentions but don't really finish the one thing that could make them wildly successful and financially stable. So I have to ask you, are you a starter or finish? No matter what your answer is, because I'm going to ask you this another time if you join my community, and we'll work on making sure that you become both. You start and you finish, all right? Are you working more hours than you like to? I think I asked that a little earlier. And what is the one thing that's keep you up at night? What is that one burning thing? Hmm. And this is probably a better question. If you could change one thing in your life to give you everything that you want right now, what would it be? Would it be more time to do the things you want to do? Would it be more money that frees up your time so that you can do the things that you want to do? Which would it be? This presentation is all about discovering how to buy back your time. And here's the, oh wait, that's the redundant. So this is a question that I like to ask to really get people thinking. How would you like to be the one in the family who's the first generation millionaire? I mean, you might have millionaires in your family. You might. I actually have, I believe, one or maybe two. But you will be the first the first digital generation millionaire. How about that? How about that? Because when you start creating digital products, you truly can. It's kind of like what they call evergreen. It never goes away unless you shut off your system. And why would you do that? Right? You have everything on autopilot, even the pay. You even get a ping when it's time to put in a new credit card to pay for your system. Right? That's paying for itself. Um, Oh, and again, I don't know if working with me will be your first million or your next million, but we're gonna have millions in the equation. How about that? And and so yeah, that's that. In this presentation, I should say you come work with me. We're gonna build you an unshakable foundation. You know, um, and again, it's just like literally print money on demand. So it's literally creating money on demand. So let me cut to the chase, okay? Because we're running out of time here. I want you to add radical to your equation. I want you to be accountable to your word. I want you to understand that I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars to know what I know, and every penny was well worth it. But you don't have to spend that kind of money because you met me, and I put something together that's extremely affordable, and and I looked at everything that was in the other programs that I didn't like, and I made sure that I put something together that will make sure that people will win. Because where I got the most value, I'm gonna tell you where I got the most value in my programs, the programs for me. The ones that had a guarantee on the money that I spent with them, because and I believe in giving guarantees, because if you're gonna sell something to someone and you can't stand behind it, me personally, I don't want to purchase it from you. And I, just to be real clear, one of my first, when I was so ready to go and I had been doing all this research and I didn't flip the switch, but because I'm really, really busy, right? So I knew I needed someone to help me because I didn't have the time to just stop and figure this out. Now, if I was a young girl and I had nothing else to do, like 16 or 17, yeah, I probably wouldn't be paying nobody to teach me this stuff. But when you grown and you got a lot going on, da da da. So anyway, I jumped out. I paid $10,000 for a program, and the contract said no refunds. I should have stopped right there. But the salesperson was so good, the presentation was so good, and it was good. And it was a great program for certain people. Like if you really didn't have a life and you really haven't done much, and you're probably sitting at home with the kids all day, that system may have worked for you. But the bottom line is getting to the point. Okay. They didn't offer money back guarantee, but then I had worked with people who do offer money back guarantee. And I promise you, the level of excellence was just totally different. And no shade on the first organization, but I'm giving you my story as my story is true to me, right? So the other thing that got me the most value was working with someone who is live. So you're doing like what I call workshops, and you get the attention you need in the moment. It's not like, hey, go watch some videos and then, come back, or hey, I'm gonna tell you a whole bunch of stuff to do and then I'll see you in next week or next month or whatever. People tend to have real short attention spans. So if you really set them up for success, you will build a system with them. And then of course there's some things they have to go do on their own time. I mean, we can't, this is a business and you're building a business and you have to approach it like a business. It's not a hobby. Okay. So, and so I wanted to, so my system has been set up around components that put you in a position to win, period. And my program is a $10,000 program starting. However, you're not going to pay nowhere near that to work with me. You're not. So, but I promise you, I promise you, this is what we call like beta testers, founders, if you want. How they say friends to the show, you be friends to the platform. So it's going to be wildly reduced, like 90%. So, it is what it is. So, um, like I was doing just some kind of, all right, so let me tell you what all you get, right? Oh, having a team is critical. And if you don't have one, you can use my touch. So you got to put one together for yourself. That's everything. I'm gonna tell you, do not want to be the COE of your business, which is chief of everything. No, 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 no. You don't want to do that. So, and even in the concept of what I'm gonna teach you, you're gonna some of the stuff you're gonna be sending off to other people to do. So we just gonna give you the outline, and we're gonna make sure that the outline is specific to you. Let me see, guys. I'm almost done here, okay? Because I started a little late, so forgive me. Um, so when you join me here, you get access to the platform where we go over um I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to get to the good real quick. So there's 8 modules right now, but we're probably going to add a few more, but then we have like 6 powerful bonuses. Okay. So the first module is the making of a millionaire, which is phenomenal. And it's got a lot to do with the mindset, and it has a lot to do with what we need you to do every day. And I'm gonna tell you, one of my favorite platforms had a lot of this stuff in it that I've already been doing because I've been coached by a lot of people, and I've had to figure out some things, right? Because I had to like be deprogrammed, if you will. And we take you through some deprogramming, and we take you through limiting beliefs and some real powerful like conversations that you need to have with yourself. So, so in the module, there's the making of a millionaire, how to get started mentally, how to achieve more by noon than more people do in an entire day, how to focus on only income producing activities, because that's huge, and how to identify social media platforms that are mostly profitable for you and your personal brand. Yeah, and then we have creating your digital agency. How to choose what platform to use and why, what you want to bring to the marketplace. Do you ebook, of course, affiliate marketing, etc. We go over that. How to actually create your intellectual property and get real time feedback as you're creating it, and how to strategize for future forecasting and products that align with your core product, because you want to have add-ons and things like that. So we give you all that information. Then we have marketing strategies, right, which is the next module, which shows you how to increase your visibility with or without video, how to collaborate with leading influencers to increase your authority. That's huge. That's a game changer. That's like how you collapse time. This is about buying back your time, right? We don't want you to have to do things that's going to take you forever to get noticed and people know you there, because a large part of anything winning when it comes to marketing when it comes to business, is marketing, honestly. So your marketing has to be, and I have a whole system called My Amazing Marketing System that you'll have access to. It is really amazing. How to create content that people actually want to engage with and build with on an emotional connection with your audience. Let me see. The next module is compounding trust and engagement. So how to strategically engage with your followers, how to disqualify people so that you can, we show you how to set up systems and quizzes and things like that, how to get more people in your DMs and increase your response rate. And when people go into your DMs, You're not going to have a bunch of people DMing you and then, oh my God, you got to try to answer all these DMs. It'll be automated. Everything we're teaching is automation. And by the time someone gets to you, for you to talk to them, if you talk to them, they will already have a credit card in hand, like I'm ready to buy kind of thing. How to invite people into your private community so you can build your list, because the money is in the list, and we'll talk about that. So the next module is how to build your list in your community, how to choose. Oh, wait. Well, how to choose a community platform for you and your clients, how to set up your platform, how to invite. Well, that's kind of the same thing, but mostly how to get the perfect prospects in less than 25 minutes a day. You got 25 minutes a day. Like after you set this up, it's automated, and you got to put some time in your business now. You're talking 25 minutes a day, and you can actually automate that. Really, real talk. Okay. Module 7 is pre-launch sales and launch, right? So because everything we're doing right now is like virtual and digital. Okay. So we want to show you how to get sales before you launch, how to have an amazing launch, and how to make 25,000 plus starting as your new norm. Yeah. So listen, you will not learn these systems anywhere else. I promise you, with someone like me giving them to you with my coaches, etc. We're going to show you how to turn clients into super fans, and the value of having just 1,000 super fans, and how to get those clients to become super fans, right? How to get your clients to become super fans. So now, some of the bonuses that we're going to give. Clubhouse Fast Track. I don't know if anybody's been paying attention to Clubhouse, but if you haven't, you need to, because Clubhouse is a way that you can. I've had some of my mentors make hundreds of thousands of dollars in like a short period of time because they just really utilize and leverage Clubhouse. So I've been there myself. I've seen the magic. I've connected with some. I can't even begin to tell you the people, the processes. I can't. It's like. But this is what I know. Some people get on Clubhouse. They're like, oh, it's horrible, and people are horrible, and it's not a good experience. But listen, let me tell you something. Remember when I talked about the universal laws and the laws of success? When you are like in your zone, people will show up, and situations will show up for you that ain't showing up for nobody else. That's why, I tell people you have to be the cheerleader for yourself, right? You have to, you can't listen to what other people saying and do, because as you create your radical rise, as I call it, why are you creating your radical rise? And you're doing the work, then you will have a different experience with people around you. Y'all walk in the same room, in the same presentation, but you'll walk out with different energy, different connections, different collaborations than the other person will sit right next to you. I promise you. So there's a Clubhouse Accelerator. There's Webinar Domination, which my apologies, mine kind of crashed today, but it's still there. It's really powerful, and it's real simple. I promise you. This is a long story, but I'm not gonna get into that, because this is the thing, right? Y'all see, I still came on live. My Instagram is tripping, who knows? And you can DM me if you want to be a part of this and you want to know more information. I should have said that. Instagram, you can DM me. Facebook, you guys can message me, whatever. But I don't even know if my platform is set up to accept payments, because we were having all kind of technical difficulties a few hours ago. So it may may not. But I'll give you the link, and if it's not working, it will be working. And we're doing this again tomorrow. So bonus 5 is 20 ways to market, more marketing stuff, course creation secrets. But this is probably one of the I think all the bonuses are amazing, but I think what's really awesome is the fact that I teach the money game. So even though I'm giving you the online portal to literally become a digital millionaire, you'll also get information how to set up your business, why you want to Inc. versus a LLC, or you might want an LLC depending on what you're doing, how to create an 80 payday score. This kind of stuff, when you're really making money and you can be taught how to make money relatively fast, and I'm doing the quotes there because I can't say how fast you're going to make money, but it is the opportunity for you to do it to scale relatively quickly is there. And quickly is like, well, it just depends, honestly. I mean, I got some testimonials here, but anyway. So, but when you can really understand how to build your business so that it can stand on its own to get credit, so that if you want lines of credit, because everything you do, like money is a equalize it optimize it's a what's what I'm looking for. It changes the game. Like the more you have, the more you can leverage it. So real talk. We teach you things like how to set up trust accounts. Some people are of the mindset that you don't need to know all of that until you're making a bunch of money. I think that's no. And then I show you how to do it where it's not like super expensive. And if you're making a lot of money, you may be able to get one that's, I'm not even gonna say that's better than what I'm gonna teach you. But some people just like don't feel like it's everything it needs to be until they spent a lot of money. So if you're one of those people, do the one that I help you set up. And then we'll get into more of that when you're a client. But you want to just be able to protect your assets. Real talk. You don't want to build a whole lot of money and in some kind of way it's swindled from you. Because you got people out here who look for ways to sue people and stuff like that. I'm not really worried about that. But I just think, just from a smart businesswoman or person, that we should protect our assets and our intellectual property. Um, so some other bonuses: timekeeper, time management software, things like that. And again, guys, this program is it's only $1,000. And this is the thing, right? You can put down $200 to get started and $99 a week, and we're going for 12 weeks. So um and if you pay it in full, you save $400. And if you want to get started with us, you just go to join.coachmillionista, join.coachmillionista.com, join.coachmillionista.com. And I apologize if the link ain't working right now, guys. Just DM me. Um, uh-oh, I got a different. I think it's join Coach Millionista. I got a different URL on my PowerPoint, but I think it's join Coach Manista. So and yeah, we're getting started. The start date is it's the first Monday. I think it's August 6th. It's the first. I'm sorry. What is this? This is August. Oh my God. It's the What is the date? The date is let me give you guys the date. Wow, yeah, September 6th. September 6th. Yes, yes, yes. So you got time, but I'm not going to take that many people because it's an intimate setting, and I probably only take like 25 people, honestly, because I really want to. I want to be able to just focus, and I may not even take 25 to be honest. I got to think about that. The team was asking, well, how many do you want to do? But anyway, we'll figure that out. So you want to at least pay your deposit so that you can hold your space, and we can work the rest out later. And for those who we're actually doing well, I'm gonna leave it there. And that's really it, guys. I mean, inside of our platform, it's really set up for you to win, period. And for people most people who start an online marketing platform, the goal is for them to create an income for themselves. So it only makes sense to put your best foot forward, and to give so much value so that the people love you. They want to recommend you and they want to work with you. But what I'm doing is it's bigger than me, you know. And I'm gonna just say this in closing, because when I do a presentation, a presentation is a presentation. There's only so much I can give you inside of my presentation. But my heart is for us to win. My heart is for, to teach my people information and strategies that they just really don't have access to, so that we can be in a position collectively to like do some amazing things. I feel like we're the only community of people who allow other people to educate our children, which don't make no sense. We're a community that in a year's time have disposable income of $1.6 trillion, and we give 98% of that money to other people and races. And it's just kind of like, well, what are we doing collectively? So my thought process is, if I get with people who look like me, give them access to the information that I have. Like, I didn't even get into the whole credit thing, right? There is absolutely nothing that I can't help you get off your credit report. And I mean absolutely nothing, because I teach the laws. And what I mean, my mentor, I got a couple mentors, and they're just also amazing, amazing. And years ago, I used to do credit repair years ago when I was in Ohio, and Cleveland, Ohio. And I knew then that, like, the guy who taught me, his name was Jay Black. He was like, "Look, all you gotta do is read the federal the Fair Credit Reporting Act, right?" And I ain't got but he was such a beast. I just used him. I leveraged him and his knowledge, right? One of my mentors, he breaks it down so simple that you're just like, I've had all these other mentors and no one is breaking it down like you, where it's so bare bones basic. But we got it done, and we get it done either way it go. But the level of knowledge and the level of people around me, like even like my mentor with the online portal, I have a couple of mentors who numbers are crazy. The statistics are crazy. And it's not a maybe or will this happen for me. It's you just have to put yourself in a position for it to happen. Like, some people, they don't want a big social media base or whatever, but they want to sell. So that there's a strategy for that, because I'm more in that space. Not that I don't want to do more things on social media. I'm just really busy. So, and even though it is automated, I'm just not turning my attention to that part of things, because inside this program, you're find different ways to make money. Like, I didn't go here, but we have breaking the 7-figure barrier in real estate. So if you're doing real estate, that's how you're gonna make your radical rise. And of course, you're not doing the social media stuff. Is that a digital millionaire? No, it's not. But a lot of the components that we're going to put together for you, it is going to be in a virtual, in an internet space. We have breaking the 7-figure barrier trading, breaking the 7-figure barrier, writing a book. I mean, there's a lot of different ways that we can help you break the 7-figure barrier. The digital marketing is what this class is mostly built around. But if you join and you're like, hey, I'm just not, I just really want to, can you get, yeah, we got you. and then, you don't know what you don't know. Because a lot of people think that I can't do it, or that ain't my thing. Because I didn't even tell y'all. Okay, another bonus I forgot to mention is I have an agency, Connecting the Digital Dots, right? And for a long time, I didn't want an agency, because that's not what I do. I don't want to go around helping business owners to get a bunch of leads. But guess what? As a digital entrepreneur, what do you need? You need leads. And I have my amazing marketing system. So having an agency just made sense. And now I get to pass on that product and those services to people that I help inside of the space of being an entrepreneur. All right, guys, look, my apologies. Again, it's join.coachmillionista.com, and Coach Millionista, COACH, Millionista, million, and then ISTA, like fashionista. Join.coachmillionista.com if you want to sign up. And again, if it's not working right now, just DM me, or you can text 770-545-0525. That's 770-545-0525. And again, my heart is to help. I've been blessed. Is to be a blessing. So I couldn't offer this at anything less than what I've offered it at, but I made it extremely affordable. Because if you can't If you can't put 2,200, 2,000, yeah, that's gonna be what it's gonna be one day on the payment plan. But if you're over 25 and you can't come up with $200 to put down on something, of course, that could literally change your life. That's it's going to show you how to automate your life. That is 100% fully refundable, like 365 year, 365 day refund policy. You can work with me for a whole year and then say at the end of it, you know what, this ain't what I thought it was, or I don't know, I want my money back. I mean, I promise you work with me for 365 days. You ain't gonna say that. But even though it's a 12-week program, somewhere down the road, you can say, I need my money back. I give it to you. Because, I operate and I stand in integrity. So, prayerfully, anybody who's asking for money back, if that happens, they really, I don't know, they just, I can't see it happening, but that's my promise. But if you can't come up with $200 to put down to get started on your dreams, and then $99 a week, you really need to figure out how to you really need to figure out how to make that happen for yourself. Even if you have to go find like 10 people and everybody give you $100 so you can, whatever you need to do. Because I promise you, when I was on welfare struggling with 2 kids, if there was anything like this, I would have figured it out. So that's my time, guys. I've been here about an hour, and I'm going to condense this because I really, 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 this is so important. But it is what it is. I'm really excited, and there's some other platforms that I'm a part of that you'll get to know more about. One is the Black Millionaires Matrix, which is a wealth building platform designed to engineer more Black millionaires, and that's a higher price point, but it's a lot going on. But there's a free side. So when you come into my world, you will have access to the free membership. But it's serious. Like when you step over there, you really are stepping. Like, yeah, it's like on a whole nother level. So we priming you here. We'll take you over there eventually. But all right, guys, I gotta go. Peace, love, and light. Perfectly. You found value to what I'm saying, and you want to be part of my tribe, because I am building a community, and we will be engineering Black millionaires. And my main question is, will you have next? Or will you be part of the community that's on the sideline watching? And then when you have kids or great grandkids or grandkids or whatever, they're like, hey, where were you at, grandpa or mom or great grand or whoever, when they were over there building that platform and engineering Black millionaires? Where were you in creating, putting legacy wealth together? Where were you? So you don't want to be the person having that story. You want to have the story of, man, I met this powerful young lady named Dr. Khadijah X. Chapman. She's known as Coach Renisa, radical wealth building strategist, and she helped me to engineer my radical rise. That's the story you want to be saying. All right, guys, I gotta go. Much love and peace, and thank you guys so much for being here. I absolutely honor you, and I'm excited to work with you. For those of you who want to take this journey with moi. Peace and love, guys. Bye bye.